This is an introduction to basic structures. By the end of this introduction, you're going to build a basic, simple, sturdy structure made out of drinking straws. Let's take a look at the first kind of basic structure. The most basic structure is a column. It's just a vertical post. And it usually holds something up. If you combine columns together and place a horizontal beam across it, then it's known as a post and lintel. Just two vertical columns holding up a horizontal beam. If you combine those together into one structure, then you get an arch. And if you make the arch go all the way around, then that's a dome, a more complex arch that goes all the way around the base. It allows for a big open space in the inside. When you start to create bigger open spaces, you could create weakness around the outside. So therefore, sometimes they're held up from the outside, and that's called a buttress or a flying buttress. The most common or the most popular flying buttress structure is Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris. If you want a really tall tower that cannot stand on its own, then you can hold it down with tension if you pull outward evenly from different directions. An example of tension structure is a suspension bridge. Okay, let's take a look at some simple structures, and you're going to create these using the materials that you have. First of all, use 4 drinking straws and tape to form a square. Stand the square on edge and apply downward force on top of it. The square deforms easily due to the weakness of the corner joints. Go ahead and pause the video and try creating a square. You can do it. You can create just one square as a group if you want. The next shape you're going to create is a triangle. Make a triangle in the same manner using 3 straws and tape and test it as you did the square. The triangle won't change shape unless you push hard enough for either the joint or one of the straws to break. Pause it and try creating a triangle. Fortunately, a 4-sided figure like a square can be changed into 2 triangles by connecting 2 opposite corners together. Add a rigid cross brace to the square and test it again. You're going to see this is much stronger. Go ahead and create that from your original square. Now let's take a look at creating 3D objects out of that. Use the squares and triangles as a base to form a pyramid and a cube, which will be used as the building blocks of your tower. Now there are different ways you can connect corners together. Let's take a look at the 3 different ways to connect corners. A joint where 2 or more members are joined together is a joint. So first of all is the ever popular butt joint, where pieces butt together. They're joined end to end with, in this case, tape around them. The next method is a lap joint, where pieces overlap and you tape them together. And then a slip joint, where one is slipped into the other. You may have used these different types of joints in your basic straw structures. Okay, so now you're going to build a sturdy 3D straw tower that looks like the one in the example here.